And my dear panelists, so for today, I'm going to present my application of learning and development entitled Climate Change and Environmental Awareness. Okay, so today we come together to talk about climate change not as a global issue alone, but as a reality we experience here in our own communities. So from stronger typhoons and flooding to extreme heat and environmental degradation, these challenges affect our families, livelihoods, and future. So environmental awareness begins at home. Okay, so our context and rationale with our nation fighting the impacts of climate change with a rising rate and frequency of natural disasters, the call for resilience has never been more necessary. Due to its geographical location, the nation is most susceptible to the negative impacts of climate change, undermining livelihoods, education, food security, and the health of communities in general. So this learning and development initiative aims to launch new training programs and materials specifically designed for school administrators and teachers in line with the vision of the Department of Education to provide quality education responding to the changing needs of learners in a changing world. Okay, so description of the concept, skills, processes from the KRA2 Strand 2.2, which is the Fair Learning Environment. So the implementation of the KRA2 Strand 2.2, the Fair Learning Environment as provided under the Philippine Professional Standards for Teachers or PPST was carried out by the Department of Education, is a framework for the development of teachers' professionalism, outlining the competencies and standards teachers should achieve at various levels of their professional development. So for their skills, so teachers will improve their other skills in integrating climate change education into current curriculum topics, thereby encouraging student participation and active engagement in climate change adaptation and mitigation activities. The processes are learning gaps identification, designing instruction materials, continuous skills development, evaluation and feedback mechanism, monitoring and reflection of students' engagement and involvement in climate change adaptation and mitigation processes. So this is the current state in our school. So environmental education is included only in science and geography curricula but lacks integration across subjects. So the gap identified, climate education is often restricted to specific subjects rather than being interdisciplinary. So opportunities for this develop interdisciplinary climate education that spans multiple subjects, not only in science and social studies. Another current state is limited use of renewable energy sources in school buildings. So schools lack the necessary resources to implement sustainability initiatives effectively. So the opportunities in this is to invest in solar panels, rainwater harvesting, and energy-efficient systems in school buildings. And student-led environmental clubs exist but often lack resources and institutional support. So limited opportunities for students to participate in meaningful environmental action projects. So create more opportunities for students to engage in sustainability projects such as tree planting campaigns, waste reduction programs, and eco-friendly school competitions. So the objectives of this is to improve the capacity of teachers in incorporating climate change adaptation and mitigation measures into their existing curriculum. Number 2 is to equip teachers with hands-on interactive materials and techniques to construct climate-resilient learning content and activities to enhance learning outcomes of students. And finally, to develop and enact a program that equips students with leadership skills that will bridge gaps in learning climate change adaptation and mitigation. So the proposed intervention and strategy, number one is to empowering future generations through knowledge transfer, curriculum relevance to real-world connections. So incorporating climate change into the curriculum makes learning more relevant to the lives of students. Okay, so our strategy, so organized training on ongoing learning process, an interactive hands-on tools and strategies to create climate resilient learning activities and materials in order to improve the learning outcomes of students. Session 1, so Climate Resilient Assessment Design Workshop. Session 2 is to the analysis of learning data on climate, climate education feedback mechanism, and follow-up sessions. So session 1, the objective is to train teachers to develop tests on climate change topics that are attached to specific education objectives and cross-subject criteria. The workshop overview is to describe the importance of quantifying climate literacy. Session 2 is the objective is to equip teachers with the capacity to interpret student performance data regarding climate change education and identify gaps. So our workshop overview is to transcribe using thematic analysis the meaning of data analysis and informing teaching strategies and improving students' outcomes with regards to climate change. So hands-on activities to analyzing student data. Use actual student performance data on climate comparative studies to determine patterns and knowledge gaps. Session 3, train teachers to provide constructive feedback that enhances student understanding of climate resilience. So explain primary guidelines of effective feedback such as specificity, clarity, and actionability. So creating climate-based feedback rubrics. So craft rubrics to climate pivot project or evaluation plans. And follow-up sessions arrange for systematic follow-ups to exchange experience of implementation and difficulties faced in mainstreaming climate-resilient methods. Okay, so peer coaching. So peer teachers for peer coaching where observation and feedback on the strategies employed are feasible in real classroom settings. So peer coaching is a new collaborative professional development approach that leverages teachers' capacity to enhance instructional practices. So positioning teachers and peers to be observed and peer criticized by each other. So peer coaching establishes a system of support under which teachers may share ideas, reflect on their own practice, and develop their skills in real classroom settings. So work plan and timelines. So these are the various activities and timeline and the responsible person. So baseline data collection, teacher training sessions, implementation of new assessment, data collection and analysis, and final reporting and evaluation. So data gathering method using surveys are a quantitative tool used to gather information from participants on their knowledge, attitudes, and practices about a given topic. Classroom observations consist of observing and recording systematically the actions and interactions within a classroom environment. Student evaluation may be both formative and summative, designed to assess students' knowledge and comprehension of climate change issues. And peer coaching, again, is a professional growth approach that includes teacher coaching one another on teaching practices through observing. So data analysis plan, so there's a survey data or the descriptive statistics, classroom observation using thematic analysis, students assessment or content analysis, and peer coaching, which is the comparative analysis. Okay? So action plan for utilization, dissemination, and advocacy. So the action is the presentation of results, so details, presentation in school assembly, policy revision or purpose adjustment to assembly policy, documentation and reporting, due to submit report to division office, teacher-led workshop to encourage teachers to to share practices and community engagement, involve parents to support assessment. Okay, so this is the certificate of the training. Uh, that's all po for, thank you po for listening. Wala. Ay, ito po.
Hello po, sir. How do you feel now that you're done? You're done presenting your
A bit
proposal
really
po?
po, Doc.
Di naman po halata eh. Confident nga kayo. Okay, so your LMD proposal is on climate change and environmental awareness. So because you attended the training on this, that's why now you are to apply what you've learned from that learning and development. Okay, so as to the rationale and context of your proposal, it is actually founded on DepEd policies and studies, right? Already conducted. And it is aligned with the teachers' CRA as per the Philippine Professional Standard for Teachers. Okay, so under the description, or its intention is for you to facilitate a safe, respectful, and caring environment at senior high school, Angeles City Senior High School.
Yes.
Okay. And you want to, in this L&D proposal, you will be sharing what you'd learn nga to improve teacher skills in integrating climate education in curriculum. That is actually our purpose, right?
Yes po, ma'am. Actually,
alright.
across.
And yes, sir. And what is commendable about your proposal is that it intends to actually improve, aside from improving the teachers' skills in integrating climate education in curriculum, you also intend to involve the learners, or you are after the engagement of learners in this journey or in this endeavor. Okay, that's why, based on your paper, I really appreciate po this the processes that are specifically stated on your paper. First, the learning gap identification, designing instructional materials, then continuous skill development through LAC sessions, and evaluation and feedback mechanism, then monitoring and reflection of students' engagement and involvement in climate change adaptation and mitigation processes. And what is commendable about your proposal is that for every milestone, for every process, you prepared a specific action plan on what activities are you going to implement in order to satisfy the processes that you mentioned, or the different milestone of your project. And then you will start with am I right? That you will start with climate literacy, learners' climate literacy identification.
Yes, ma'am.
Only for the learners. What about for the teachers?
Also for teachers.
Okay, teachers
They are
and
also
learners. So are the survey tools already available by this
Actually,
time?
ma'am, I'm going to still create
Ay,
my own survey tool to be validated
Okay,
by...
so have you tried searching from the website if there are already validated tools as to this purpose,
Sige
to
po,
serve
ma'am.
this purpose? If there is already a validated tool or that was already used, you may adapt that.
Sige po,
You
ma'am.
may
Noted
adapt
po.
the tool, sir, no? If you don't have yet this. And of course, after gaps may be identified there as shown on this in your presentation dito po sa table, nakita ko sila yung ano yung current state and then you identified the gaps and looking into the presentation in this table, I observed alignment of these identified gaps with the objectives that you set for this project proposal, no? For
Thank you
as L&D, Learning and Development proposal. And I understand that you will be developing instructional materials as part of the training, workshop or training program. There would be right shop of in the development of learning materials
Yes.
related to climate change. Who are involved in this activity, sir? Parang hindi ko sila.
Ay, hindi
Nakita ko
po
ba
na.
sila kung anong
Meron
grade
po.
level?
Actually po,
what particular grade level will this be?
Grade 11 and grade 12.
Grade 11 and grade 12. So definitely, all the teachers in grade 11 and 12 are involved.
Yes po.
Because as you said, it is not only in science that you may integrate climate change, but it may be interdisciplinary. Ibig sabihin, in all learning areas, we can do that for as long as the teachers involved are there during the training and the workshop.
Yes, ma'am.
So you will be doing this together. Parang, sir, may nabanggit ka ba o di ko lang narinig yung, what about the quality assurance of these materials that you will be developing?
Actually,
Do you have
this
a...
will be actually the responsibility, actually, as the proponent of this learning development, as well as the school head.
Yes, sir. So you may also include that particular activity regarding the validation or the quality assurance of the materials that you will be using in integrating climate change in the curriculum. Yes, sir.
Noted
Kasi
po.
po, we cannot just use materials that were developed by you and your fellow teachers without quality assurance. Ano po. Anyway, do you have the school quality assurance team? Sigurado meron po
Meron
kayo.
po, meron
Yes, sir, headed by the school head po lagi. No? So yun po ang nakita kong kagandahan ng inyong ano. And then the process, nakita ko yung pagkakasunod-sunod, yung after the implementation, you emphasize on yung implementation ng training, nagkaroon kayo ng learning materials, and then na-quality assure sila. Then this will be utilized in the integration of climate change in the learning areas that you will be, where this will be integrated. And what is good about your plan is that you have this classroom observation. But who will do this classroom observation?
Actually, at least 2 teachers, ma'am, that are involved in this study, in this learning development.
You mean to say, sir,
Here.
dun sa yung pairing ng dalawang teachers, they will be observing each other.
Yes, ma'am.
And then who may validate their observations and probably whatever comments, suggestions that they will be having for each other, who may validate that? Who is the best person?
At least one master teacher.
Yes,
under
maybe.
their own
Or your school head, yes, sir. So that, para mas kasi you use the word classroom observation, and this is intended for our instructional leaders, the school head and the master teachers. But for the purpose of implementing yung sinabi mong peer, yung parang think, peer, share, ang ano na yan, no, sa teaching and learning. So, yun po, okay yon para malaman din ng dalawa Pero how will you monitor that, sir? Paano mamamonitor yung activities nilang ito na nagsisharean sila?
Possible through their reflection journal.
Reflection journal. Okay, so, yes, sir. So, pwede mong ma-monitor yon, and you may probably use log of their, parang ilalag mo yung kanilang reflections or a monitoring tool.
Sige
Probably
po, ma'am.
pwede ka pong
Noted po.
mag-devise ng monitoring tool for you to track every milestone of the project.
Okay po.
Sir. Then for the student, meron pa kasi nga student assessment. So pa-i-evaluate natin yung mga ginawa natin, how the learners find this, how did this help them in their in acquiring the specific skills or competencies.
Noted po.
Opo, nakita ko po yung alignment ng mga activities po ninyo. Ayan, yan din yung timeline nyo, 2025 pa pala.
Opo.
So baka
Pero
naman po
pinalitan
na-implement,
ko po.
baka naman po just like the other presenters this morning, this was already implemented. you already, have you started?
Actually, ma'am, I haven't started yet.
Okay,
because
that's good. You're
You're
waiting for the approval.
Yes
Oh,
po,
sir.
waiting for the
Kasi-
approval of the...
Pwede naman kasing maghintay ito, sir. Unlike yung mga iba, kaya siguro na-sway sila na continue lang even without the approval. Gusto na nilang matry talaga kasi it pertains to assessment. Iba naman po yung sa inyo, kaya it can wait na. Okay, until its approval. So yun po, kasi ako maano ako sa process, kaya I really appreciate po
Thank
the
you po.
processes that you intend to do in this in the accomplishment of this or implementation and accomplishment of this L&D proposal that you
Thank you po.
are proposing, no? Ang ganda po kasi yung feedback mechanism, nakita ko siya. Then from the feedback mechanism, what possible action can you do after the feedback mechanism from the results of the feedback?
Results of mechanism. So, in order to improve the processes on the later after the implementation of the project itself.
Yes.
So, if there's a need for revisions or
adjustment.
adaptation or new strategies and other adaptations that we can enhance this project, no, in order to improve it and make it more child-friendly.
Yes. So for
And
adjustment,
useful.
no, for adjustment of instruction probably, no, kung hindi nakukuha ng bata, we may lower the level of yung pagkaka-state niya. So sa instructions na gagawin po natin or materials, no.
Okay po.
So yun po, and ang nakikita ko na lang po na kailangan yung i-attach dito ay yung inyong individual development plan in order for you to satisfy the requirements of an L&D proposal. Yung pong
Noted po.
naka-specify po doon sa IDP yung need nyo for this as per ito po sa CRA2, no,
Sige
related
po.
to CRA2 of your functions or as a teacher po, as per PPST. So as a whole, sir, yun po, yun. Yun na lang
Thank
po
you po.
masasabi ko because wala na po akong masabi kasi well prepared and ano naman po yung mga activities nyo. Gusto ko lang pong bigyan nyo pala ng emphasis yung the instructions, the instructional materials that you will be preparing for this, for during the implementation. Ano ba yung mga yon? Compile natin para po. And
Noted po.
again, quality assured po ang kailangan po natin. Yun po ang nakita kong mga kulang pa po na. Thank you. Congratulations
Thank you po.
po, Sir Dr. Lobo. And Christian?
Opo. Thank you po, Doc Agnes.